Hey guys, and welcome to another video. Today I'm going to be doing an in-depth review from this year's new maze to Alton Towers Scarefest, The Welcoming. The Welcoming is based off the same story that their new coaster SW8 will be, so it was probably the biggest one that I wanted to get done, going there obviously because I want to find out more about the SW8 storyline. Obviously, which is rumoured now to be Wickerman, and after doing that maze, I can probably say it is. Bear in mind, this video will contain spoilers, but not from the very start. I'll go through kind of my initial thoughts of the maze, and then for the second half of the video, I'll go into spoilers. So if you are still looking to go to Scarefest in the next few days whilst it's still on, then just be wary of that. So then, first off I will talk about how it was as a scare maze, and as a scare maze it wasn't actually that strong. There was not very many jump scares, to be fair. There was still like fear flaps, I think they call them, the kind of like places for the actors to walk through and jump out at you from the curtains. There was still them, just not as many of them as some of the other mazes at the event, so it wasn't as jump scare heavy. Saying that though, it was really well themed. As I said, I won't go into what the theming was at this point if you are still looking to go, but the theming in there is really good. They've got it all set up brilliantly and it is really immersive in there. So that's always great for it as well. It's also got a soundtrack which can be heard on the outside of it, which is really good actually. I do really like it. It's like a violin kind of thing. It's a really good soundtrack. Go find it on YouTube. I think Theme Park Music Loop did a loop of it. So yeah, go check that out. It's really good soundtrack. However, the query which was made in a video I watched, I think it was the Theme Park Worldwide vlog actually, was whether it's necessary to go and spend the money on designing a soundtrack for this one maze which is only going to be here this year. So it could possibly be that this soundtrack is for SW8 itself. Dunno, might be. I would not have any problems with that because it would make finding like a safety briefing version of it much easier, and I definitely want to do that. Anyway guys, that's the part of the video where the spoiler-free section ends. So there are spoilers from this point on. Spoilers! Stop watching if you don't want spoilers. Alright, so the whole thing is themed around a druid ritual kind of festival sort of thing. You go into the first scene, the music kind of starts to build up, it gets a bit dark in there, then a guy jumps out, he says he's going to guide you through, he guides you into the first room and that's it essentially. You go past a big giant school thing which is attached above like the stage for the pirate show, because this is all inside the courtyard from Mutiny Bay, and there's a really good fire effects there, and there's a man there who stands there shouting "Feed the flames, feed the flames," obviously referring to, if it is going to be the Wickerman, how they want to burn you alive in order to celebrate. I don't really know what they're celebrating, they just like burning people. From that point you then go through the kind of more traditional mazy bit. It's kind of set in a small village kind of thing, and you walk through the towns, and there's the fear flaps and the jump scares which aren't really that strong, as I was saying. The actors are in really nice costumes as well, and there is really good actors in there too. You go through kind of like a big meat being roasted thing with some fake fire underneath, which is really nice, and a kind of big dinner thing with some actors stood in there. It was really well populated with actors, The Welcoming was. I did definitely like that. There was also one scene, I can't remember whereabouts it was in there, that an actor had mud on his hands and was kind of, stroking your face, getting your face all nice and muddy. So there's always that. That was really good actually, how they kind of incorporated something a bit different, and it also ties in with the theme, how it's kind of giving back to the earth, this kind of thing, because they're getting triggered by this technology that's taken over the world, and it's them giving back in their weird way. But yeah, it was really good, that kind of interaction. And then after that, we were given hoods at the start, and after that kind of point, they told us to put the hoods on. And the hooded section was really weak, in my opinion. You essentially walk around holding a piece of rope, so you obviously you know where you're going. And the biggest thing I got was a little tickle on the ankle. That was essentially it. A blow of air on the ankle and a tickle on the ankle. That was the only thing I got during the entire hooded section. It was really bad. Then you get it taken off, you go a bit more through the town, and then you go into the finale section where there's guys wearing big wicker kind of hoods, topless, running around like weirdos, pushing in. Pretty rude, really, considering we've paid £8 to walk around their village. They were pushing us about and that. And there was also a big fire effect right at the end, which was really good as well. So that was essentially the entire maze. There's no baggage hold for it as well, bear in mind, because you enter one end and exit the other, so baggage holds wouldn't really work. So be prepared if you go into Scarefest. Don't take like suitcases with you, because you'll be walking around welcoming with them. Anyway, that's basically what happens in there. I thought it was a really good maze in terms of theming and storyline. However, in terms of actually being a decent maze, in terms of scares, it was pretty weak, really. The hooded section was completely unnecessary. It detracted from the maze, if anything, I think, because I don't know if it was just my personal experience, but the hooded section was a massive letdown for me, especially when you go into a scare maze. The hood, when you're given a hood at the start, you should be thinking, oh my god, no, not a hood, they're taking one of my senses away. Damn, they're going to use that to their advantage. No, they didn't. So that was a bit disappointing. But apart from that, it was a really decent maze, themed well, not the strongest at the towers. I'd say it was the third best of the three. Could even call it the fourth best, but it was alright. But yeah, that was the welcoming Be Chosen. Thanks for watching, guys. Subscribe, because I'm bringing out more reviews from the Alton Towers Scarefest event. I've got 3 more that will be going online in the next few days. So as I said, subscribe to be notified of them. Until next time, guys, goodbye.